Movies, movies teach me how to act. Movies teach me how to interact. I learn life lessons from movies. They're like blueprints for whatever age, whatever city, whatever melodrama that I have in my present life, perhaps in the past or where I'm headed. My name's Jesse Hawthorne Fix. I program Midnights for Maniacs, and that has been screening here in San Francisco for 13 years. Well, the Castro Theater is a silent era movie palace, and it's been restored countless times over the decades. And part of that restoration isn't just the facade or the look. It's also to give people an experience of what it was like to go to the movies in the 1920s. So the decor, everything from the decor to even the way that you buy a ticket, right? You have this little ticket booth that's out in the front. That person is isolated from everything else in the theater. And you get your ticket, and then you have to go up to the doorman, and then the doorman will bring, you get to come in, and you've got the concessions. And it's all, if you think about it, just this domino effect.
My name's Ariel, and I've worked at the Roxy since last May. Our target audience is people who are looking for something outside of the norm, people who want to see something different and not just the big blockbusters, and people who really care about film.
I like how convivial the whole audience is all together. And you go to a lot of theaters in malls that are chains, and you feel like everyone is in a small group separate from everyone else, just with their friends, but you don't feel that way at the Castro. It's a very communal experience.
One of the big difficulties that we face is showing stuff that not a lot of people know about. It does take away audiences from theaters like ours, and it's really important for theaters like the Roxy to stay open because they offer stuff that covers like really important issues about the environment or racial issues, and I just think that there's not that many places that are showing stuff like that at the big AMCs and multiplexes.
You won't get to experience the ghosts when you go to a mainstream experience. Every single month, movie theaters are on the verge of disappearing. It's terrifying. So the threat is, not just from the big budget theaters or the chain theaters to the independent theaters. It's all movie theaters in my eyes. People who like to pretend that they love cinema and they don't come to movie theaters, they don't love cinema, right? They like watching movies at home. They like watching TV shows, probably. Like, 13 episodes in one night. But if you don't go to the movie theaters, they're gonna shut down. And this past 10 years, it's been insane. The fact that any movie theater even exists, and I mean, I'm even speaking of the Metreon or the Century 9, the fact that they even exist, it's residue, it's leftover from an old-fashioned era.
A few things that I would tell audiences to get them to come to the Roxy is to keep San Francisco's history alive, because the Roxy's been there since 1909, and it's the second oldest running theater in the world. And we need audiences to stay open and to keep doing what we're doing. And the Roxy is such a big, important part of San Francisco's history of the mission, and the mission wouldn't be the mission without the Roxy, I don't think. So
the world changes, and the fact that movie theaters still exist, I would say, take advantage of them while they're still here. I mean, none of us really have any control if they stick around. But the more people who do show up, you can then at least have those experiences when you get older, and you won't have to make them up and pretend that you actually went to movies